At least 6 killed in London Bridge attack. At least 6 people were killed and dozens were injured after a van plowed into pedestrians, followed by random stabbings at the heart of London on Saturday night. The attacks came less than a fortnight after the Manchester suicide bombing, which killed 22 innocent people. The attack began just after 10 p.m. on Saturday, when a speeding white van mounted on the sidewalk on London Bridge and plowed into pedestrians. The van stopped after crashing into a guardrail. 3 men wearing Hoax explosive vests got out of the vehicle and started running toward the nearby Borough Market. The men were allegedly stabbing innocent people while they were running towards the market. And they went into pubs and bars in the market and stabbed people randomly. Armed officers responded within 8 minutes of the first call, and all 3 suspects were shot and killed in the market. A separate stabbing incident was reported in Box Hill on the same night, though police stated that it was not related to the London Bridge and Borough Market attacks. On March 22nd, 52-year-old Khalid Massoud drove a car into pedestrians on Westminster Bridge, killing 4 people and stabbing a police officer to death.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support Tomo News at patreon.com/Tomo News.
The United Kingdom has been repeatedly targeted by terrorists in recent years.
Police suspect Manchester bomb was a terror attack. At least 22 people died and scores more were injured in an explosion at a concert in Manchester. Authorities said they're treating the blast as a terror attack until they had further information. A capacity crowd of 21,000 people were at the Manchester Arena on Monday night for an Ariana Grande concert. As the show was finishing, there was an explosion in the foyer of the arena. Some witnesses said the attack appeared to be carried out with a nail bomb. The blast sparked panic inside the arena as thousands of people ran for the exits. At least 22 people were killed and 59 injured. Many of the wounded were reportedly trampled as they ran from the venue. U.S. officials told Reuters that the attack was possibly the work of a suicide bomber. However, British police have yet to confirm what caused the blast, and no group has claimed responsibility for the attack.
UK cops put down Islamist terror suspect after he kills 5 in Westminster, including one of their own. 5 people, including a veteran British cop, were killed, and dozens more injured, following a terror attack near the UK Parliament in London. According to reports, police believe the knifeman was inspired by Islamic terror attacks. The suspected jihadi started his attack by mowing down pedestrian after pedestrian on Westminster Bridge, before smashing into the railings outside the UK Parliament. Also known as the House of Commons, that's the British seat of power. Next, he reportedly knifed veteran British police officer Keith Palmer to death, and was later killed by 2 plainclothes officers outside the House of Commons. Palmer, a husband and father, served on the London Metropolitan Police Force for 15 years. 1 dead, 5 injured in London mass stabbing. A man suspected to be mentally ill went on a stabbing spree in central London on Wednesday night, August 3rd. The 19-year-old had been wielding a knife in a busy area near Russell Square. At around 10:30 p.m., he started attacking people with his weapon. He injured 6 people. One of his victims was a woman in her 60s. She later died. Police arrived within minutes and took down the attacker with a taser before arresting him. As a result of the knife attack, the city has increased the number of patrols and armed officers on the streets. Beat police in the UK generally don't carry guns. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support Tomo News at patreon.com/Tomo News. London Muslim terrorist filmed by many, but only 2 people actually tried to stop him. What would you do if you saw a crazed-looking man with a bloody knife lunging at people while screaming something about Syria? Most people understandably ran away. A good many others pulled out their phones and started filming. Very few, however, actually tried to do something to help. 29-year-old Muhaddin Mire entered East London's Leytonstone metro station at about 7 p.m. Saturday and punched a 56-year-old man carrying a guitar to the ground. Mira then leapt onto the man and, using a box cutter or craft knife, began cutting the guitarist's neck in what may have been an attempt to behead the victim. Leaving his first victim seriously wounded, the terrorist lunged at other commuters. 2 brave men then attempted to distract and corner the attacker. One of the men was not named, but the other is Leytonstone resident David Pethers. Pethers says he saw kids in the metro station and decided he had to try to take the suspect down. Pethers, 33, then reportedly tried to tackle the knifeman, trading punches with the terrorist suspect until police arrived. It was only later Pethers realized his own neck had been slashed. It took 2 taser hits before the suspect dropped his knife and was arrested. The 56-year-old guitarist was taken to hospital, but his wounds are not believed to be life-threatening. Pethers' cut did not require medical attention, but his temper required some calming. Pethers says he became furious after people approached him following the incident saying, "Good job, and we got it all on film." "Are you crazy?" Pethers says he told the cameraman. "You stood there filming and did nothing?" What do you think? Should more people have tried to help subdue the knife-wielding terrorist? Or is that asking too much? Would you have filmed or helped?